We want to be able to do as much in our head as we can, if possible. So when we're multiplying or dividing, but in this case multiplying, if we see that one of the factors has a 0 at the end, that tells us that there's something we can do in our head. We might not be able to do all of it in our head, but we can do some. And so we will use the break apart method with any of the factors that have a 0 at the end. No matter how many zeros are at the end. If there's 1 0 at the end of the factor or 5 zeros at the end of the factor, we can break apart. So in this case, you can see that the 20 has a 0 at the end. So we're going to break apart the 20 into 2 times 10. And you want to leave the 10 for last because that's the part we can do in our head. Actually, we can do the 6 times 2 in our head too because those factors are small. 6 times 2 is 12, and then we can do 12 times 10 in our head as well, which is 120. This might be a little more difficult to do in our head. See, the 30 has a 0 at the end, so we're going to break that apart into 3 times 10. And we're going to do separately 27 times 3. And I don't expect you to be able to do that in your head. That's the part that you do on the paper on the side. And you can do 27 times 3 like this. 7 times 3 is 21. Carry the 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 2 is 8. 81. Okay, so that's probably the part you might have to do on paper. And so we just did 27 times 3, and we put the answer to that right underneath. And then we can do the rest of this, which is the times 10 part. And that's in your head. See, we want to do as much in our head as possible. As much as possible. And so 81 times 10, we just put the 0 at the end and get the 810.